EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Screen play, Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now second down, this is Gurley. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's French. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action. It's Rosen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They run, it's Gurley, and he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
3-19.
Now Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And it's a fumble. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Louis,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll go option to the short side. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad.
Is that what he
kept it on the ground.
Here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Here's Goff now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. To the air again. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we reach half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Go! 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Goff. man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
DC.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Goff. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this This is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
76. 76.
From the gun, here's Gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll run it here. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to run.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Now a desperation. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.